What's good? It's your man Kill, holding it down for TillDeathInfo.com. Good looking for all the great reviews from last week for the videos Roz and I did. Shout out to Roz because her video took a minute for it to get straight. So, a big shout out to her for holding it down and not just being like whatever. And, because we definitely want to make it much more, video much more dope. So, big shout out to Roz. Second shout out, gotta give a big shout out to Roz's class at the DeVry last Thursday. I had an opportunity to go out there and chop it up with them, and it was just a great class, a great time. Number one, it was just a room full of dudes, to be honest. I mean, I think it was like only 2 women, 3 including Roz, and a lot of times when we go out and we chop it up with people, because we don't like to call it counseling. We just get with people and we just chop it up. So it was a great opportunity, but usually it's majority women, but this time it was majority men, and it was interactive. Usually I walk into a spot and it's a room full of dudes. It's gonna be a long day because men, we really don't talk like that. But great day. We chopped it up for almost 3 hours. And even after class, some of the dudes came up and we exchanged numbers, and it was just good seeing men who were married. One of the dudes was married for 19 years. Just seeing men who are concerned about how they can get better and how they can be better husband, better men of God, and just better men in general. And that's not hard to find nowadays, but it's just always good to see, because you hear about women, some women tear us down, and men ain't nothing, and black men ain't this, and we ain't that. I mean, truth be told, I know a lot of dudes who ain't about nothing. So it's just always good and reassuring to see men who really want to make their marriages, really want to make their families stronger. So women, there is hope. I mean, the dudes I was talking to was married, so there's no hope for them. But I'm believing there's some good single men out here, men of God, men who want those things when they do get married and have a family and all that good stuff. So big shout out to them. Like I said, dudes stayed over. We actually went out to lunch with a couple of them. So real dope thing happening with that. This week's topic, Roz hit me up the other night and was like, let's talk about what it is you have to do to attract a mate from a single perspective. She said a lot of single people been coming at her like, how should I, try to go about attracting a mate and all that. And I mean, my answer is gonna be it's gonna be an in and out joint right here, because I mean, it's simple. To me, it's just being yourself. Too many times I've seen people front like, oh yeah, I've seen dudes go to church with a woman just because she goes to church, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to get with her, but they just faking it. And I've seen women who will act like they love hip hop or love basketball, love anything that a man may be interested in just to get with him. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you faking it, I mean, it's gonna come to the forefront anyway, throughout time. So if you're really trying to attract a mate, really trying to attract somebody who could possibly, be the person you marry, I mean, why fake it? Be yourself. I mean, you got people out there who may be attracted to those qualities about you. So I really don't have a lot to say on that, because to me it's just simple. Just be yourself. If you like reading, go to the library, chop it up at a Borders. If you like music, I'm sure you may meet somebody at a concert. But I just think the whole big key to anything is just being yourself. It's the same thing with friendship. Me meeting the guys on Thursday, I'm looking forward to chopping it up with them in the future, because we had some things in common, just outside of just being married and wanting our marriages to work. So just be yourself. I mean, I think the bigger question really is, once you're married, how do you still want to attract your spouse? Because I think that's what happens. We put all this work, and like they said in Love Jones, everybody out here falling, skipping, jumping, in love. Somebody showed me how to stay there. So I think the key is not just how do you attract a mate, but how do you keep your mate attracted to you. And I mean, that's just continuing that communication, because at the end of the day, you know, I got some friends who were, you know, die-hard basketball fans since the day I met them in '88, and now, you know, they've grown and they're like, yeah, I still watch it, but, you know, it's not what it used to be. So as always, you know, we're changing. So it's got to be that continual check-in with your spouse, you know, and ask, you know, what could I do to be more attractive to you? Is it the way I dress? Is it my cut? Is, you know, it's different things, but I think that that's really the key point. That's the harder thing, you know. You just gotta be yourself and be patient. If you're single, stay praying. I mean, we wrote about this a couple of weeks ago. You know, just what should a person be doing who's praying for somebody to come into their life, and just be yourself with that. But like I said, I think the hard part is trying to figure out when you're married how to, you know, stay attractive, because so many things are gonna happen. You know, different fads are gonna come in. You know, one time T told me, like, yo, you gotta wear a jersey everywhere you go. You know, when everybody was rocking jerseys, I mean, I'll wear a jersey anyway, you know, and I kind of took that as a hint, like, oh, okay, so I need to switch up my style. You know, maybe the jerseys was cool for a year or 2 years, but, you know, and she wasn't dissing the jersey. It's just like, do you gotta wear them everywhere you go, you know? So, you know, we just got to be mindful of that, because things that, you know, our spouses find attractive about us at one time may not be what attracts them later. And, you know, so you just got to keep them lines of communications open. Single folk, you know, be yourself and trust that, you know, God will bless you with somebody who is perfect for you, because, you know, you don't want nobody else's or nobody's sloppy seconds. You know, too many people out here running around cheating with other married men and married women and all that stuff. You don't want that. You want what God has for you. You don't want what your neighbor got. You want what God got for you. What's for you is for you. So, as usual, always great chopping it up with y'all. Please keep rising Rise and I in prayer. You know, we're really trying to start a couples night where, you know, if we're starting it off with probably just myself and C and her and Frank, and both of us bringing one couple to the table, and then asking that couple to bring a couple to the table, and, you know, really trying to get a bond with a lot of couples out here in the DMV area. And so keep us in prayer for that. Also, off topic, T and I just joined a new church, New Hope, out here in Waldorf, Maryland. We love it. Just got the right hand of fellowship today. And our Friends and Family Day is actually March 20th, Sunday, March 20th. So if you're out in the DMV area, or, you know, for my peoples in Philly or New York or wherever, if y'all want to come down, you know, and chop it up with us for the weekend, you know, we'd love to have y'all out for Friends and Family Day. So, you know, just come through. It'd be my fault to not know the address of the new church. But, you know, email us at tilldefinfo@gmail.com if you're interested, and I could definitely get you all that information out. And if we peoples, then you got my number, so just hit me up and we'll make it happen. Thank y'all for listening, tuning in with us. Got a special PSA on Wednesday. So along with the question of the week, we're going to have a PSA that's brought to you by my daughter Naomi. We was chopping it up one day, and she loves getting in here on the Mac and taking pictures and doing videos. And the PSA is going to be about why mommies and daddies should stay together. So definitely tune back in on Wednesday. Check us out for that. We're going to post that. It's funny. My daughter's a ham. If you haven't met her, she's a ham. So, you know, check back in. Keep it locked, tilldefinfo.com. Check back on Friday when Roz will probably have a whole lot more to say about how to pick a mate, because, you know, Roz can talk. So keep it locked, all right?